Hello, my data loving friends. Here I am, your data guy. So, like, since we started this series of videos to learn something about data analysis. Now, again, the approach is to take it from the very basic foundation, of Excel, which is one of the best tool, I believe, and so much functionalities that Microsoft Excel can do. It's just mind-blowing. So here we're trying to take it from very basic foundation and then we build upon it, and the goal is here to go from basic to intermediate to advanced level. So once again, welcome to Data Guy, where we simplify data and analytics. In today's video, we are diving into pivot tables, one of the most powerful tools in Excel. If you're new to Excel or looking to enhance your skills, this tutorial will show you everything you need to know. And the only thing I ask, really, the goal here is I at least connect with one person out there who is starting in this field of data analysis and may learn something, and that will be helpful. So if you think this helped you, the only thing I ask, please like and subscribe my channel. Now, like I was saying, Microsoft Excel is one of those tools where you can so much you can do if you know it. If you don't know it, obviously you'll be sitting there scratching your head beside, doing sum minus multiplication. And pivot tool is one of those powerful tools that you can utilize to make your life so easy. Trust me, when I started in my career and I learned about this pivot table, obviously I was thinking, what is pivot table? And when I learned, it's just amazing how much you can do. Obviously, I cannot teach everything about it because there's so much functionalities that you can do. But the idea here is at least give you the very basic foundation, so then you can build upon it. And we learn more and more. From there, you just take it and learn it. Now, what is pivot table? You may have heard about this pivot table before, and maybe somebody's really hearing it first time. So really, a pivot table is a tool in Excel that helps you summarize, analyze, and visualize large data sets. Imagine, like here, I've created a sample data set of 2,000 rows of data, right? It lets you easily rearrange data to gain insights, like calculating totals, averages, or counts without writing formulas. I mean, just imagine the scenario. If you are working in your office, you just started working, and your manager says, can you tell me how much in my East region, of category of furniture, how much quantity you have sold in one, particular week or a month or whatever? Or can you tell me what is the total amount of sales by a region? Now, if you don't know pivot table, the way I'm thinking, you're probably going to do a filter here. You're going to say, okay, by product ID, I'm going to click on East, and then I will do like a sum here, but then you're going to write it down somewhere. Okay, the total is, blah, blah, blah. So is that really user-friendly? And you can just imagine how much time you're going to end up doing it, beside not even talking about the margin of error you can do, right? So this is where pivot table is one of the best tool, and it's just so powerful, and the things you can do, which I'll show you in a minute. So that's what I hope this helps you understand what is the pivot table. So now, how do you do it really? Now that you have an understanding what a pivot table can do, how do you actually make one? So really, this is your data set, right? This is the sample data I've chosen here. If you click anywhere inside here, you can click on if you go on the top, the more and more you play with Excel, you'll get familiarized with these tabs and these ribbons. So here on the top next to home, you click on insert, and here it is called pivot table. You just click on it one time, and you can see by default Microsoft Excel have detect that this is the range of your data, which is correct. So now you can create on a new worksheet, or you can click on an existing worksheet. Probably I would say the best thing is to create on a new worksheet. So this is your range of data. You click OK. Now it takes you to a new sheet, and here is this. So you can see all the columns or the attributes you have available: region, product, sales, date, all these are listed here. Now let's say your manager wants you to tell him or her how much sales by region we have done. So really what you can do is click on region and bring it into the rows and see what happens. It puts you all the different regions: east, north, south, west. And if it says sales, you can really say, okay, you take the sales amount and you can put it on the value section. Look what happened. Boom, right there. So here it tells you, and one of the thing I would do is format this. It becomes much more user friendly. So the way you do it, you click on here. I mean, there are multiple ways to do it. Not this is the only way, but easiest way, you click on value field settings. You go to number format and you click on currency. And if you would like it to be 2 decimal places, or you would like to be rounded off, however you like it to be, you click on it and look what happened. There you go. Now you can easily tell how much sales you have done in each region, and this is your total. Instead of, so let's validate, is it true? For East region, $299,089. So if I just filter for East and then highlight the sales portion, you can see on the bottom it's the same number, right? But how easily, quickly you can aggregate that data and put it here. Now that's just one thing. What if it also say, now you can just imagine how much you can dissect this data. What if you have the region by the product category? You can bring it here. Look what happened. In East, now you've broken down to a next layer by the region and by the category. So in East region, you have by clothing, by electronics, and furniture. So basically in my sample data, we have 3. Apologies, I'm a little bit down in the weather, so got a little cough, cold weather here. So we have 3 product categories in each region, and then you can see the breakdown. That's one, you can just imagine the power of pivot tables, how much you can do. What if I'm not interested by category, but by the sales rep in each region? Who's my sales rep in each region? So you can see now in each of my region, Alice have done this much sales. But what if I want to now, not only Alice, how much he sold or he sold, but also what they sold? So then I can bring in the product. Look, see? So within East, Alice have sold $12,514 worth of product A, $13,345 product B, and etc. Right? And there's so many different ways you can, arrange your data. Look, there's another way. So you can just imagine the sky is the limit, but you can see the power of this excellent tool whenever it comes to aggregating the data, and now let me show you another really cool thing. If you are working in your office and you're new and you've seen these people drawing all these really cool looking charts, etc., right? So just imagine, let's start with very simple, right here, sales and by region. If you just want to convert into a graph, all you do, you come to insert and you come here, see recommended chart, you can start from there. And by, if an Excel even tells you what's the best way or one of the best options to present this data into visually. You click OK, look at this. Now you have a graph. Visual representation of the same thing. How much sales by each region in a graphical manner. What if you also want to add category? You can do this. Look how interactive it is. Or what if you bring it here? Look. Can you see? You don't have to worry about anything, color coding or anything. Let me undo this. I was going to grab it from here. So just imagine the power of it. Now all of a sudden you're looking at that cool guy or gal in your office that you convert the data into such a very valuable information. What if you bring this date into filters here? Because you only want to you care about to show the sales data for, let's say, a week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, first weekdays, 5 weekdays. However, you can see how it changed. You can see the numbers, interactive. You can select all your date range, and there you go. You have it by this. Now, what if instead of category, you want to show by the product, which product has been doing it? There you go. And what if instead of region, you want to show it by the category? Look at this. How amazing it is. And instead of sales, let's say you want to show the quantity. So you bring not the order ID, but the quantity sold. There you go. So I hope it's making sense and you can see how user-friendly, how interactive, quick, and how easy it is to manipulate this data excuse me, to get your different analysis done really quick, aggregation, totals, and you can do, and that's just the sky's the limit, really, my friends. You can do so many things. This is just a start of just showing you the very basic of pivot table. I use pivot table. I mean, when I'm working, I'm literally working with hundreds and thousands of rows of data. And of course, you can imagine this is only 2,000 rows of data, and how challenging can it be if somebody wants to know that in category furniture, on in any one particular region, north, in first 3 days, you have to click all these things, then do this, then do the total, then you have to record somewhere before you even can report out anything, and then you have to go back and do something else. So imagine how user friendly, how powerful that is. And this is the idea about pivot table and how to use it. And again, I don't think I can show all the functionalities or what things you can do with pivot table here. There are tons of, really, my friends, tons of things you can do with the pivot table. But this is just to give you the idea to start with. My goal here is, again, like I've said before, I don't think I'm teaching anything new here. I'm sure there are thousands of people out there who have done, created these videos. My goal here is we all have different way of learning. And after watching many people, when I was starting in my career in data analysis, I watched many videos and I listened to many people. And then with practice, you come up with your own way of doing things, and you get familiar with it. So that's the idea here. Maybe I connect to one of two of you people out there who was having this pivot table or had no idea, scratching your head. Oh wow, I have, imagine this is only 2,000 rows. Imagine you had 55,000 rows of data. How will I do this? The performance of this Excel sheet, the margin of error, of making critical errors while doing subtraction, everything, writing down somewhere. Here you have this thing, and you can do all these really nice things. And again, you can see there's so many things you can do. I mean, you can select a different look. You may want to make it look even more cool here. Had to do nothing, just select a template and look how it did. And here you're gonna look like one of the smartest person in your office who can build all these cool looking charts and reports, and it's all about knowing some of these functionalities. And that's the idea here. I hope it really helps you all. And if you feel this gave you learned something new or it was valuable information, please do like my channel and subscribe it. All I'm trying to do here is somehow I can help somebody out there with these things. And one thing I've learned, the more you share these things, the more you learn yourself. I've said it before, and you hear me saying this again and again. Probably every day I'm creating a video, making a video, is I learn something new every day, and that's just an honest to God truth. So the idea here is we start with very something basic in Excel, then maybe we move towards some advanced formulas, functions, and we go to SQL, writing queries, do more data analysis, automation. There's just, I mean, it's an endless things we can do here. But I'll stop here because the video is getting pretty big, long rather. So I'll stop here and give me a like button, leave me a comment, let me know is there something else you would like to learn more. Again, this is not everything about pivot table, but at least it's a start. Thank you. Hope you all like it. Have a good day. Bye.